What's up, Ranger Nation, Toku Nation, and every nation in between? It is me, your boy JB, and I am here today with another review for Avataro Sentai's Donbrothers. This is episode number 31, you guys. So, before we jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and aren't subscribed, do me a solid favor and subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, share the video, give me a big, huge thumbs up. And with that out of the way, let's discuss episode 31 of Donbrothers, shall we? So this episode, you guys, this is the episode that I had been waiting for quite some time, right? So we see as Tomomi Taro, Oni's sister, and Saru brother, and Kiji brother as well. They're all together, right? So they are having fun with each other, with the exception of Inu brother, who they finally just come to the conclusion that we have no idea who the pupper is, right? And Jiro was also there, right? Jiro tells them that it's Subasu who is the pupper. They don't believe him when he says that it's Subasu, and I'm like, he's right, it's Subasu. So Momotaro is on a mission in this episode to find out who Inu brother is, right? So we then see our team as they're battling one of the Hitatsukis, and Inu brother shows up, right? And he's in his feelings about Kiji brother at this particular point, right? So Momotaro tells him to come to the cafe after, this whole battle with them is over, with this Hitatsuki is over, right? So after the battle was over, Subasu did not show up to, the cafe where they wanted him to show up. And I'm like, it's so interesting though for me that we, at this point, it's 31 episodes and nobody has thought to figure out who's behind that particular Don brother, right? So then we see another battle, right? And this is after we see a man singing, right? So when the Hitatsuki showed up, this time, like I just told you a few minutes ago, Subasu didn't show up to the cafe so that they could figure out who he was, right? So this time they have a little bit of a trap for him, right? So when he showed up, Momotaro has this rope and he lassos it around him. I was like, that's not going to help you guys, is it, right? So the Hitatsuki eventually, he blasted, right? And when he blasted it, it blew Subasu in his suit away, and he hit the guy that was on the street singing, right? So he eventually got away because I think he did demorph and he got away, right? But the guy that was singing was still laying there. So they look over and they see that guy, and I'm like, that's him. That's Inu brother. I'm like, that is not Inu brother at all. That is not him. That is the wrong guy, right? So the guy that was singing, he thought that they were scouting him because, like I said, he's a singer. So he think that this is his big break into the music industry. I'm like, sir, not the case either. They weren't really looking for you. They were looking for someone else, right? So the Hitatsuki showed up once again, right? And this time they all, they are going to go after him. So they want, this stranger to come with them. He's looking at them like, what the hell are y'all talking about? So he followed them behind them. And when he followed them, he saw the Hitatsuki and he was like, oh, well, hell no. This ain't what I signed up for. I want to pause here, you guys, and I want to move forward, right? So, next up, we saw the Hitatsuki, right? So this is the first time that we saw something like this happen with the Hitatsuki, because when we see the Hitatsuki's form, they kind of form out of someone's anger or greed, so to speak, right? And in this particular episode, this Hitatsuki, the host body that it was in, that host finally came to itself, and so the Hitatsuki had to leave that body and then go to find another host, right? And it went to this guy who was, getting some compliments, people talking about his weight, right? So then we see this particular singer once again, and you know, they're having dinner, and this guy, the singer, is pretending to be Inu brother because at one point, Subasu got to him and just asked him to pretend to be Inu brother, right? So he's pretending like he's like this lone wolf, right? But at a certain point, he and I thought it was quite interesting that in this episode that when Sabasu asked him to play Eno Brother, he gave him the glasses, and the glasses. Well, actually, I guess it's not that interesting because it actually previously happened, right? Because we do know that there had been other members of the Donbrothers because there was another Sorrow brother before the one that we have currently. But so we see Sabasu, right? So he's talking to Kiji brother, and he asked him, how he met Miho. Who that Miho? That Miho. Kiji brother tells him how, and then she appeared, right? So then the fake Inu brother, he shows up, and the fake Inu brother shows up because at one point, so you guys, I'm trying to remember this episode because it's been a minute since I watched it. But I do remember at one point Miho showed up. So this the fake Inu brother and Kiji brother got into a whole altercation with each other behind Miho. God, it makes you wonder sometimes when it comes with Kijino. Is this the first woman that he's ever been with? Like, this has got to be the first woman that he's ever been involved with because it just gives that. But I want to pause here and I want to move forward, right? So at one point, Miho, she came as, they were about to duel, right? So this guy got upset, right? And he became it. So this Hitatsuki, like I said earlier in the review, I think is very interesting because this is the first time that we saw where the Hitatsuki can go from different forms, from different bodies, right? So they eventually end up defeating the Hitatsuki. It was a very interesting episode. When I like a Kiji brother, I want to know a little bit more about him. And when I say I want to know more about him, I just want to know why is he so obsessed with Miho. Like I said, it just gives the fact that this is his first ever relationship that he's either been in because the way he is about his Miho, it's scary, very scary. But that's it, you guys. If I left anything out, please leave it in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, and until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.